everyone, this is KTRU Radio. I'm here with Carla Morrison, Grammy nominated and three-time Latin Grammy winning artist. Carla, thanks for joining us.
No, thank you for inviting me.
So just to give our audience a primer, how did you first start making music? Like, what was your first introduction to music?
Oh, my first introduction to music was my dad listening to Patsy Cline. I would always wonder why she was so sad when she was singing because she's a 50s country singer and was singing about heartache. And I remember thinking, who's that? And why is she so sad? And how can we help? and then that I kind of at the end, I guess she's been a huge influence to me. But just listening to that and listening to my mom sing while she was cooking, that was another introduction.
Your latest release is from 2022, El Renacimiento, or The
Mhm.
Renaissance. Sorry if I butchered that. Tell us how this latest release is different from your previous releases.
The difference between this album and the ones prior is that with this one, I really not only did take time for to make it, but I took time to release it and to be able to just hang out with myself because I had gone through a pretty rough depression and anxiety period. I mean, I still have anxiety, but um my depression was really bad at that time and I was really burned out because when you release albums, you enter into this cycle where you're just releasing an album, touring it, like doing interviews, touring it, and then doing it all over again and all over again. And you just feel like a one-trick pony. And I was very consumed by it all. And so I had to take some time off. And I not only did take time off, but I moved to a different country and learned a new language and started from zero because I just needed to know who I was. And so I guess this is like a very genuine work. Like I just did it with all of my heart and all of my soul, but at the same time, it's the same in a way that I've always lead my music by my heart and by my spirit and whatever is telling me. So it's same in that way, but it's different because I'm in a whole different place in my life where I know myself better.
Since that's the case, does your creative like is your creative process a little different than like previous albums?
Yes, it's different because I used to be a little too relaxed maybe and not too hard on my compositions on my songwriting, and now I feel like after living in Paris and actually going to a music conservatory of jazz, I became more um just more detailed with everything that I do. I just study it a little bit more. I go through it a little bit of times just to kind of learn what I could do better. And I just kind of my vocals, everything has grown and changed. So I feel like I'm a little more just alert with everything, but at the same time I feel like it's more juicy. So it's really cool. Like I enjoy it.
Who are your biggest musical inspirations?
Oh my God, my biggest musical inspirations, I would say Patsy Cline is one of them. Shakira, for sure. She's a huge influence in my music. Oh my God, there's so many. I am a music lover. So Eric Satie, which is a pianist, a French pianist. I absolutely love him. But they've changed over time. I mean, I used to be very a huge fan. I'm still a huge fan, but of Bjork, of Tom York from Radiohead, a lot of ranchera music. So it kind of, fluctuates.
Do you have a recent like a favorite collaboration as of recently?
As of recently that I've done,
Yes.
oh my God, I have so many. I have so many. I would say my favorite would be my last one just because it's such a different sound for me, which is the song we collabed with Carol G, because it wasn't something that I was expecting to happen in my career. And also it was a songwriting challenge because I've never really spoken or written about something so positive as that song. I usually always talk about heartbreaks and existential stuff, but this time it was more about, kind of telling your friend everything's going to be fine, tomorrow will be beautiful. And I think that that's just like it's my favorite for now because it's so positive, and I feel like we needed that. And Carol G being a huge having a huge platform and being a huge artist, using that to spread love with that message, I think that's super valid and super cool.
That's great. I really enjoyed the song. Like I was listening to last night and I was like, wow, this is like I was looking my Spanish is really bad, so I had to look up translations and I was just like, wow, this is a really pretty song. Like I really like lyrics. So like
um,
but then I know that things get lost in translation, so I can't imagine how pretty it is in Spanish.
mm, yeah, no, it was a really fun song to do, to be honest. Yeah.
To wrap up this part of the segment, let's let the audience know what you have coming up.
Well, I'm on tour right now. I'm currently in the Northeast, or what is it, East Coast. I'm gonna be playing over here. I have 6 shows. I'll be in Brooklyn, I'll be in Connecticut, I'll be in Chicago. There's like 6 different cities, and I'm excited because I won't be touring as much this year or next year. Like I want to take a good time to just be at the studio and just record a ton of ideas, and not specifically for a project, but just because I love the idea of just recording and being at home and being able to just put ideas out there. Like I feel very creative right now, and I want to be able to just feed that. So I am on tour, and I hope that, people can come because I won't be coming back in a little bit. So let's definitely enjoy our time.
All right, that concludes the main section of our interview. Are you ready for open-ended?
Yeah.
Okay. Describe your music making process as a recipe.
Oh my God. As a recipe. Oh my God. My music is like some huevos rancheros. And I say this, no, maybe like huevos divorciados. Divorciados are like divorced eggs, because each of them have a different salsa, and one is green and the other one is red. But you have to be very careful when you cook it, and you have to have like um the um, the fire has to be low and it has to be steady, and you have to calculate it, and it takes time. But it's a very simple recipe, but you have to treat it with kindness. So I would say it would be something like that, because my music is very simple. Like the way I make my songs is very simple, and a lot of people relate to them. But it not because it's simple, it means that it's just done like that. It takes time and love, and huevo rancheros take time.
Describe El Renacimiento in one word.
Oh my God. Well, I'd say Renacimiento, like rebirth. I think that would be like literally it's that. The whole album is that.
Pineapple on pizza, does it belong or no?
I've never tried it because it sounds awful, but but I'd be down to try it. I mean, why not?
What muffin best represents you?
What muffin?
Yes.
Ooh, I'd say a blueberry muffin, just because I'm sweet, but I'm also a little, how do you say it?
Tangy?
No, how do you say because fruit and like blueberries are pretty I don't want to say toxic. It's the other word. Acid,
Sharp? Acid,
acid.
there we are.
So I'd say, like a blueberry muffin, and also it's cute and nice with some tea. So I'd say I'm that.
For a first-time listener, what song in your discography do you recommend?
For a first time listener, I would say Disfruto, just because even though that song recently in the past couple of years has become very viral, I do feel like a lot of my essence in music is right there. It's literally the way that I write, the atmosphere to my music, and my personality, and kind of like how I am usually every day in my life. So I'd say Disfruto would be a song that could be a good introduction to a new listener.
What's your personality as a genre of music?
Ooh. Oh my God. It's just that I go from different like I can be piano music, Eric Satie, and then I can also be Renaissance Club, Beyonce all the way. So I kind of go one way or the other. Um, damn, I think I'm both of them. Like honestly,
If you can make one unimportant thing free, what would it be?
one what?
Unimportant thing.
Unimportant, like how?
Up to interpretation.
If someone could do an important thing for me, what would that be?
Oh, no, no, it's like if you can make one unimportant thing for free.
Oh, an important thing for free. Oh my God, an important thing for free. I would, oh God, I always feel like everything's important, but I would probably have some CBD gummies for everyone so they could sleep at night.
You enter a food eating contest. What type of food do you pick?
French, for sure.
Do you have a favorite social media account that you follow?
Ooh, favorite social media account that I follow? Ooh, actually, no, I mean, I follow a lot of different people. I think, damn, I don't know, honestly. Um, I like it, but I don't know if it's a social media account because it's more of a channel on YouTube. This girl called the Cottage Fairy. She is a girl that lives in like the woods and makes videos of her living in the woods and in the snow by herself. And they are so calming. And so her videos are amazing. You can just stare at them and be like you're falling asleep. Like it's awesome. I think she's one of my favorite channels for sure.
Are there any social media handles that you would like to drop, like Instagram, YouTube,
That I would like to drop as in like
like
stop.
yourself? Like, where can people follow you?
Oh yes, they can follow me at well my Instagram is Carla Morrison. My Facebook is Carla Morrison Oficial MX, and then Twitter is Carla Morrison MX. And you can follow me there. You can find all my content there.
Okay. And last, do you have any last words for our listeners?
No, that I hope that you guys like my music, that I hope that you guys can come to one of my shows and that we can meet. And honestly, thank you for all the support and everything that you guys do for me and the interest after all these years of intensity and love and heartbreak. Oh my God.
All right. Thank you so much. This is KTRU Radio, and we're concluding this interview.
Thank you.